Hello and welcome, poutníci po hvězdách, which in the beautiful language of my beautiful motherland, Czech Republic, means star wanderers. Thank you so much for joining me for another quick astro coffee break. Let's not dilly-dally, chop chop, pull up the chair, grab a coffee, bite into that muffin, and let's talk Gemini full moon. A mind stretched by new experiences can never go back to its old dimensions. Oliver Wendell Holmes. And isn't that just the vibe of a Gemini full moon? As it rises on December 15th, 2024, we are being handed a cosmic cocktail, equal parts intellectual curiosity, emotional complexity, and a garnish of what even is going on right now. If Gemini were a dinner party host, it'd be the one who, simultaneously discusses quantum physics and the latest Real Housewives TV drama, keeping everyone on their toes. Gemini, a mutable air sign ruled by Mercury, drives on information, communication, and adaptability. This full moon is not just an intellectual playground, it's a culmination point that demands clarity amidst the chaos. Set against the backdrop of retrograde motions, Venusian shifts, and Neptune's direct journey, the skies are anything but quiet. Hello, cue in New Jersey drones. Let's dive into the starry soup that's brewing above us. First up, Mercury and Mars retrograde revisions. The ruler of Gemini, Mercury, holds the keys to this full moon's energetic blueprint. Mercury stations direct on the very day of the full moon after weeks of retrograde motions in Sagittarius, adding layers of reflection and recalibration and maybe a little bit of a easier flow to the events in life, especially as it pertains to communications, planning, traveling, technology. Sagittarius lends a mythic quality to Mercury's narrative style during its retrograde, so it prioritizes grand ideals over granular facts. Picture a novelist obsessing over the perfect ending while forgetting their main character's name. That's Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius for you. So as Mercury shifts gears, expect a flood of overdue truths, unresolved matters, and moments of intellectual clarity. On the worldly stage, as well as in our private lives, it is likely that some things will come more into focus. Some hidden layer of reality and truth should become sharper as we head towards the end of the year. It's the cosmic equivalent of finding your lost keys in the fridge. Unexpected, but oddly satisfying. Meanwhile, Mars continues its retrograde journey in Leo, a fiery backdrop of dramatic ego re-evaluations. Mars retrograde underscores prolonged tensions, urging discernment in conflicts and energy investments. Known as the cosmic surgeon, Mars is cutting through illusions, exposing what must be severed or restructured, regrown. Think of it as the friend who tells you your haircut, or the dreaded post-breakup bangs, just is not working. A painful but necessary intervention. Venus in Aquarius. Laugh, but make it weird. As Venus sachets into Aquarius, relationships take a turn for the unconventional. Aquarius loves intellectual sparks, big picture ideals, and probably has a crush on their AI assistant. It's less romantic dinner for two and more let's build a utopian society together. This transit asks, how can we innovate love, friendship, and even our connections to the world? With Venus sextiling Mercury, heartfelt conversations come easier now, so maybe it's time to text your crush or have that talk with your bestie about how your 3 a.m. existential crises aren't entirely their responsibility. Pro tip, while you are embracing the future, do not forget to balance boundaries with connection. Aquarius energy loves freedom, but hates feeling like it has to RSVP. And last but not least in our plethora of celestial happenings, Neptune goes direct in Pisces, fog lifting, but only slowly. Neptune, the dreamiest drama queen of the zodiac, stationed direct in Pisces on December 7th. During its retrograde, Neptune blurred lines, softened edges, and left us wondering if reality was overrated. Now that it's direct, we're emerging from the mist, squinting at the light of truth. This full moon's square to Neptune adds a layer of ethereal confusion, challenging our perceptions and asking us to discern fact from fiction. It's a potent moment for intuitive insights, but also a cautionary tale against self-deception. Neptune direct in Pisces is like your brain finally getting its Wi-Fi signal back. Expect lots of aha moments and a few existential crises along the way. Picture an artist unveiling a long-hidden masterpiece only to realize they've painted it on the wrong side of the canvas. That's Neptune squaring this full moon. Globally, Neptune's direct motion might reveal hidden truth in media narratives. I mean, we've all been so distracted with all of these UAP, UFO, government hearings, unheard of, revolutionary, but all along, maybe a much more mundane and much more dangerous UAP-related mystery is brewing in the background, right? With all of these mysterious drones over New Jersey. So we might hear more on that as facts become once again less blurry. On a personal level, it's an invitation to revisit your dreams with both compassion and realism. What illusions have we nurtured? And what truths are we now ready to embrace? Example, over here, Italy, middle of nowhere, Umbria, where we found this beautiful medieval tower for rent. There's a huge problem with gas now. We haven't had heating or hot water, gas to cook on for over a month, and I still keep calling it a dream home. We are just readjusting. This is just growing pains. We'll figure this out. This still is our dream home. That's the Neptune retrograde. It's clinging onto some sort of a ideal idea, illusion, when in fact we're just miserable. So we'll have to do something about this right now that Neptune is going direct. With Mercury, Mars, Venus and Neptune all playing starring roles, this full moon feels like a choose-your-own adventure story with cosmic stakes. Mercury urges clarity, Mars demands action, Venus innovates connection, and Neptune asks us to wake the heck up, but gently. Gemini's duality is the star of the show, of course, reminding us to balance intellect with intuition, dreams with pragmatism, and independence with connection. Breakthroughs are possible, just keep an eye out for growing pains along the way. Now let's have a look how this full moon in Gemini will impact you based on your zodiac sign. This applies to sun sign and or more your rising sign if you know what your ascendant is. Starting with Aries. So this full moon in Gemini will be touching your third house of communication and local community. It shines a spotlight on your communication style and immediate environment. Reflect on how you share ideas and connect with those around you. Revisit ongoing projects or conversations for newfound clarity. Think of it as a upgrading from smoke signals to WhatsApp. Faster, clearer and less prone to misinterpretation. Actionable tip: embrace active listening. A thoughtful approach to dialogue can uncover valuable insights. Taurus. This will be all about your second house of finances and values. The full moon in Gemini activates your sector of resources and values. It's time to assess your financial strategies and ensure they align with your core beliefs. Remember, a penny saved is not just a penny earned, it's also a future coffee splurge during a Mercury retrograde. Actionable tip: revisit your budget and explore ways to align spending with long-term goals. Gemini, of course, first house of identity and self-expression. Happy full moon, Gemini! This is a profound moment of self-realization and personal transformation. Step into your authenticity and let go of outdated self-perceptions. It's your cosmic makeover montage. Cue the upbeat soundtrack and bold decisions. Actionable tip: celebrate your growth by setting intentions for the future version of yourself. Cancer. 12th house, spirituality, solitude. This lunation encourages introspection and spiritual renewal. Dive deep into your inner world and embrace the healing power of solitude. If your life were a Netflix series, this is the episode where you journal by candlelight. So, actionable tip: practice mindfulness or journaling to explore your subconscious. Leo, we are talking about 11th house of networks and aspirations here. This full moon highlights your social circles and long-term dreams. Re-evaluate your connections and ensure that aspirations reflect your authentic self. think less, networking event, and more, found family dinner. Actionable tip: network thoughtfully and align with communities that support your vision. Virgo, 10th house of career and public image. This is a moment of culmination in your professional life. Reflect on your achievements and consider what needs restructuring to align with your aspirations. Imagine this as a PowerPoint presentation for the universe, professional, impactful, and sprinkled with just the right amount of flair. Actionable tip: seek feedback from trusted mentors to refine your career trajectory. Libras, 9th house of philosophy and travel. This full moon in Gemini illuminates your belief systems and thirsts for adventure. It's time to broaden your horizons and explore new perspectives. Maybe it's time to book that spontaneous trip, or finally crack open that philosophy book gathering dust on your shelf. Actionable tip: engage in learning opportunities that challenge and inspire you. Scorpio, 8th house of transformation and shared resources. This lunation delves into themes of intimacy, transformation, and shared finances. Let go of control and embrace the power of vulnerability. Think of it as Marie Kondoing your emotional baggage. If it doesn't spark joy, it's time to let it go. Actionable tip: reassess financial partnerships and emotional boundaries. Sagittarius, 7th house, relationships and partnerships. This full moon lights up your relationship sector, Sagittarius, encouraging reflection on partnership, both personal and professional. Are your relationships balanced and fulfilling, or have compromises tipped the scales too far? It's a time to explore collaboration, but also to set boundaries where needed. Picture it as a cosmic counseling session, only with fewer tissues. Actionable tip: initiate heartfelt conversations to clarify expectations and strengthen mutual understanding. Capricorn, 6th house, daily routines and wellness. The focus shifts to your health and day-to-day habits. This is your celestial nudge to declutter your schedule and streamline routines, maybe even your wellness plan. Actionable tip: create a wellness checklist that integrates physical, mental, and emotional health goals. Aquarius, 5th house, creativity and romance. So this full moon will highlight joy, creativity, and matters of the heart. Whether it's a burst of artistic inspiration or a romance that feels like it was written by Shakespeare, minus the tragic endings, this is your time to shine. Let your inner child out to play. Actionable tip: dedicate time to a creative project or indulge in something purely fun and spontaneous. Pisces, 4th house of home and emotional foundations will come to view with this full moon in Gemini. This is all about your home and family life. Whether it's literal renovations or emotional ones, this is a time to nurture your roots. It might also be the perfect moment to reconnect with family or spruce up your sanctuary. Actionable tip: declutter your space to create calming environment that mirrors your inner peace. And that's the full moon in Gemini, folks. Curiosity, chaos, and cosmic clarity all rolled into one celestial burrito. If you love this astro rumble, don't forget to check out my other offerings: tarot readings, spiritual workbooks, guided meditations, basically all the things to keep your cosmic vibes on point. Links are in the episode description, and hey, buying one is like treating me to coffee. And trust me, I don't just drink coffee, I am coffee at this point. Catch you under the stars.